Hey everybody, I'm in my workroom today. I'm doing laundry and I am ironing. Yes, I'm ironing, and I'm going to show you how to iron a shirt, or rather how I iron a shirt. You've seen me wear this shirt many times in my kitchen when I'm cooking, and so I like to look nice for you, and I iron my shirts. So I thought, well, I'll just show them how I do it. Let's get started. I'm going to bring you in as close as I can so that you can see exactly how I do this. Now, this is just a cotton shirt, and that's mainly what I iron, are cotton pieces. But I'm using just a spray starch, and I have my steam iron, and I have some water in it. So I use a combination of a light starch and a steam iron, and I always start with the collar. So I'm just going over it just like this. I'm pressing my steamer as I go, and I'm going to turn it over, and there's a little piece of paper towel, and I'm going to just press and steam the back of the collar. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is to press or iron the yoke. That's what it's called. It's called the yoke. I used to sew, and so I learned all these names for the different parts of garments, and I hope I can remember them. It's been a long time. So I just say a shirt. I don't have to worry about if it's the front or the back or the hem or the collar or the yoke. But anyway, so I'm just ironing the yoke. And the next thing that I'm going to iron are the sleeves. So I'm just going to spread it out just like this. And I like to go to the underseam and spread it out like that. Get it all the wrinkles out. You can feel that it's flat just like that. And then I'm going to spray it a little bit with a light starch, and I'm going to press it. It's just amazing at how quickly you can press something. Now, let me tell you what my mama used to do. Mama used to have an old wringer washing machine, and she would wash clothes outside on that wringer washing machine, and she would starch pretty much everything. Now I'm doing the other sleeve. But she would starch pretty much everything that we wore. So she would wash the clothes and rinse them, and then she would prepare her starch in a dish pan. And she would starch it, and on the jeans, she had some pant stretchers. I don't know if you know what those are or not. But she would put them down in the legs of those pants, and honest to goodness, when they dried, they were stiff enough that they would stand up on their own. But she would take the clothes out to the clothesline and hang them up and let them dry. Well, the ones that had been starched, she had to iron those, or she did iron those. And let me keep going here, and then I'll continue my story. So now we're going to start on the front of the shirt. So I'm putting it here, just like this, on the end of the ironing board. Going to spray it a little bit, and I'm going to press it. So let me continue with my story about my mama, my sweet mama. She, when it came time to iron those pieces that had been starched, and next you just take it off of the end and lay it on the ironing board like this. So she would take those starched pieces and she would sprinkle them. She had a Coca-Cola bottle with a little sprinkler on top of it, and she would sprinkle those clothes, and then she would roll them up in a towel, and she would start to iron. Well, if she ran out of time and didn't have time to finish ironing, you know what she did with them? She rolled them back up in that towel. They were already wet, and she put them in the freezer. She put our clothes in the freezer. And so then when she got ready to finish the ironing, she would just go to the freezer and take those clothes out of the freezer, unroll them, they were in a towel, and then she would finish ironing. Have you ever, I bet some of your parents did, or your mothers and sisters and aunts and uncles, they may have done the same thing. And I will tell you this, I have some family members who wouldn't touch an iron, but I have some, the boys and the girls, the son-in-laws and my grandson, and just so many in my family who don't mind ironing. And it just makes your clothes look so fresh and neat, and it doesn't take long to iron a shirt. So now I have completed both the front and the sleeves and the collar and the yoke, and I'm ready to just flip my shirt over to the back side. And you saw me just flip it here on the ironing board like this. Give it a little spray with the spray starch and just iron, 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 iron away. I really don't mind ironing. It is not my favorite thing to do, but I certainly do love to put on a freshly ironed shirt. I just feel good about it. And I just have this opinion that I think we should all look our best, as best we can. Sometimes I know I don't, but I do try, and I do like to iron my shirts. So I wanted to show you how simple it is to iron the shirt. So you start with the collar and you iron it, and then you iron the yoke, and then the sleeves, then the two fronts, and then the back. And just as quickly as that, you have an ironed shirt. I'm going to put it on a hanger. I hope you can see this. I'll come back in a minute and reposition my camera. And I'll also show you my workroom. I know some of you are wondering about it, so I'll just show it to you in just a minute. So there you have it, an ironed shirt, and I'm going to hang it up here. And I think I'll button it. I'll come around there and button it. And there you have it, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I have finished ironing. I'll put my ironing board away, and I'll show you where I put it in just a minute. And I am coming into my workroom. I wanted to show it to you. And here's our ironed shirt. That didn't take but just a few minutes to do that. And I had some other clothes here. I have a rack here, and of course you can tell I use the top for storage. But when I take my clothes out of the washer and dryer, then I can just hang them up right here. And so this is my washer, my dryer, and I have cabinets above, and I have this little fan in my ceiling, and it just keeps me cool when I'm in here working. And so there's my washer, my dryer, and I just put my iron over there so it'll cool before I put it away. I just stand my ironing board up right there by my washer, and coming on around, I have cabinets up top, and then I have a sink right here in the middle, and I have cabinets. Let me see if I can back up. This is an area that we really use a lot, and I have right here I have a clothespin where we put dirty clothes, and it just pulls out, and of course storage underneath here. But I am blessed to have a nice workroom, have a trash can over here. Forgot to show you that. So when I get ready to iron, I just come in here and set my ironing board up and get started and just iron away. Okay, that wraps it up for today. I hope that you've enjoyed our little video. I love to bring you in whatever I'm doing. You know, this is Home with the Halsteads, and we live just like everybody else does, and our clothes need ironing just like everybody else's. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to share our videos, and you know what? We could make this video go viral. Share this video, and let's get lots of people ironing their shirts. I'll see you again really, really soon.